placed it before the Baron. It was a rather ridiculous scene, the bird sitting on a raised pillar of clouds like an eastern potentate being served by his new master. Baron Awesome, his legs still shaky, glanced wearily from Rainbow Dash, then to the fish, then back. He wasn't sure what to make of the whole situation. Nobody had ever fed him since he had left his nest. That part of his life was over, wasn't it? Was he somehow being allowed to return to the nest? But his mother hadn't been this weird blue thing. Also, his nest hadn't been made of clouds. Furthermore, as a dedicated hunter of small critters of the earth and sky, this grey thing was confusing. However, his stomach was empty, and the thing did appear to be made out of meat. Any pony else would have been grossed out as Baron Awesome shrieked and started messily wolfing down his prey. As he started greedily devouring his dinner, however, Rainbow Dash was awestruck. Wow! You're a hardcore little guy, ain't ya? She reached out to give him a friendly pet on his head. Baron Awesome took that as an attempt to steal his catch and responded in kind. Dash barely managed to withdraw her hoof in time to avoid a snap from his curved beak. Okay, so I won't bug you while you're eating. Now it was finally time for her own dinner. Since she hadn't been able to get to the market that day with everything that had happened, it was all rather makeshift. It was a bowl of dry puffed hay cereal with some strawberries, a spoonful of peanut butter for protein, a glass of orange juice of questionable freshness. Green spots in orange juice were okay if you spoon them out first, right? As a college student, the answer is yes. Rainbow Dash finished with a mighty echoing belch. Glad Rarity's in here. Wouldn't want her nitpicking away a work of art like that. She saw that Baron Awesome had finished and gone back to sleep. She stood nearby for a while, just watching him breathe. It was strange to have another living thing in the house. Last time she'd had real company was when Fluttershy had helped her practice the Young Flies competition. After she was certain Baron Awesome was in a deep sleep, she reached over and gently stroked him. He slept on, gave no sign of enjoying it, and made Dash feel oddly serene. This was really happening. After a while enjoying the Baron's company, Rainbow Dash saw the time. Crud, I have work tomorrow afternoon. Better get up early if I want to get any playtime with the Baron. She set her alarm, stretched, and said, "Good night, buddy." The Baron gave no sign that he heard. Maybe it was the emotional roller coaster of a day. Maybe it was the green spots in the orange juice. Regardless, Rainbow Dash's dreams that night were unusually vivid. Ponyville, the city of the not-too-distant future. However, she does not lack the criminal element. The police are helpless before the might of such fiends as the Giggler and the great and powerful Trixie. In their darkest hour, their only hope is Rainbow Dash and her sidekick, Baron Awesome the Wonder Falcon. It was a night like any other, the stately Dash Manor at the edge of Ponyville. Rainbow M. Dash, heiress of Thomas and Martha Dash, was in her study reading the finest literature available. Rainbow Dash held a hidden picture up to her loyal sidekick. And so, Baron Awesome, if you look at the picture just right, you can see a sailing ship. Baron Awesome said, "Caw! No fear, old chum. Not every pony can see it. Well, I can. And I didn't just pretend the other day, so I wouldn't look stupid after every pony else saw it. But some poor ponies just don't get it." Baron Awesome nodded. His eyes wandered, and he pointed out the window. "You're right, Baron Awesome. It's the Dash signal." In the distance, a great spotlight projected an enormous silhouette of Rainbow Dash's cutie mark. "Quickly, to the Dash Cave!" Rainbow Dash pushed a button on her desk. The nearby wall slid away, revealing a pair of fire poles. The pair leapt onto them and slid down. But they have wings. When they arrived in the Dash Cave, they were fully clothed. Rainbow Dash was wearing the rainbow armor Rarity had made her, and Baron Awesome was wearing a pointed German-style helmet and monocle. Waiting for them in the cave below was Rainbow Dash's loyal pony servant, Rarity. Rarity said, "Mistress Rainbow Dash, the mayor is on the Dash phone view, and might I say that rainbow armor was 20% cooler than anything else I could have designed, and I was silly for feeling humiliated at it." Rainbow Dash patted Rarity on the shoulder. There, Rarity. No time for apologies now. There's a crisis." Rainbow Dash trotted over to the Dash phone and picked up the line. She lowered her voice to a thin rasp, as though she had smoked a lifetime worth of cigarettes in the last minute. "This is Rainbow Dash. What can I do for you, Mayor?" The older Mayor, on the other hand, was in hysterics. Rainbow Dash, you must hurry! The Giggler has kidnapped Applejack and is demanding you come and face her. They're at the library.
Run away, Mayor.
Rainbow Dash hung up the phone and returned her voice to normal. The Giggler again! I thought we'd seen the last of her after the bad bitch came up, Rainbow Dash said, pointing towards a 50-foot tall coin that was the centerpiece of her crime trophies. Erica asked in a sophisticated deadpan, Shall I prepare the Dashmobile, Mistress Dash? No need for that! We can fly, and that makes us just plain better at anything that can't. Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. You're the best, Rainbow Dash. Come, Baron Awesome, there's crime afoot! Baron Awesome said, Bah! With that, the two took off at high speed. No Earth pony could have hoped to keep up with them or equal their coolness. They were there in a heartbeat, dramatically and awesomely crashing through the front window. Waiting for her was the Giggler and a gang of henchmen. After a moment's inspection revealed to Rainbow Dash that the three goods were in fact Score, Billy, and Hoops, the jocks who had tormented her in flight school. Billy laughed. Good to see you again, Rainbow Crash. Pointing dramatically, Rainbow Dash said in her most intimidating rasp,
Where's Applejack, Giggler?
The Giggler, a pink Earth pony dressed in a purple suit, giggled. Oh, Rainbow Dash, is there any way to talk to your bestest best friends? Rainbow Dash glared.
You took the pranks too far, Pinkie Pie. When pranks aren't in good fun, they're just random acts of cruelty.
The Giggler continued to live up to her name. Well, since you're going to be a super duper party pooper, I might as well tell you that Applejack is quite safe, though soon her fate will be a bit fishier. The Giggler whipped out a remote control and pressed a large red button, and the whole wall of the library opened up to reveal Applejack tied upside down over a vat of fish. Applejack called out, Help! I want some pony, help me! Save me! I'm all helpless and scared like. Rainbow Dash glowered.
Fish, Giggler, you are so random.
Baron Awesome said, Gah! Rainbow Dash shook her head.
There's no time to think about dinner, old chum. We have to save that hick.
The Giggler pointed at the Cape Crusaders. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Rainbow Dash. Get 'em, boys! Don't be afraid to use your hooves. As the 4 Pegasi and 1 Falcon went to hooter-cuffs, the Giggler began to sing. Oh, evil is the bestest thing, chaos is what I lit to bring. When you're wicked every day is spring, but then you come in on your wing. You always spoil all my fun, you never laugh at any puns, but the war on good has just begun, and the Giggler, she has surely won. A fishy fate for your farmer friend, I'm afraid that this is the end. Our trust and friendship we can't mend, cause you drove me round the bend. Just as the Giggler finished singing, Rainbow Dash and Baron Awesome finished kicking the stuffing out of the goons with a final pow. Giggler tisk. He just can't get good minions these days. Rainbow Dash pointed at the Giggler.
Give it up, Giggler. You can't win against the both of us.
The Giggler, predictably, giggled. Why, of course I can, silly Willy. She pushed another button on the remote control and Applejack began to be lowered face first into the vat of fish. You can either save the dumb farmy farm pants or you can catch me. Without waiting to see what Rainbow Dash's response was, she started hopping away, humming happily as she did. That was fun. I think I'll go see what Fluttershy's dreaming about. Baron Awesome started flying after her, but Rainbow Dash struck him.
The lives of civilians come first, Baron Awesome.
Applejack was openly crying at this point. Oh, won't some pony save me? Help! Help! Rainbow Dash found a nearby control panel and started trying to arrest her friend's descent. It was to no avail. In fact, she was pretty sure that Pinkie Pie had set the console up just for looks. It looks hopeless.
Baron Awesome.
Baron Awesome said, Gah! Rainbow Dash brightened up.
Of course. Your heat vision. Do it, Baron Awesome.
Baron Awesome's eyes glowed a bright red, and twin beams of pure heat energy shot out and melted a huge hole in the side of the tank. Oddly enough, his monocle was completely unharmed. Fish poured out, and soon the tank was empty.
Good work, Baron Awesome.
Rainbow Dash flew up and cut the cord holding Applejack with a knife from her utility saddle. She caught the pony and flew her down to safety. Applejack said, Oh, thanks, Rainbow Dash. I'm sorry I was mean earlier and yelled at you for wanting to play with my dog. I realize now that I'm a terrible friend, and I'm stupid, and I can't math. Did I mention I'm a terrible friend? I'm not even 63.7% as cool as you, Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash said in a fine rasp.
It's okay, Applejack. I don't need Winona anymore, because I have the most important and awesome pet ever. 3 cheers for Baron Awesome. Hip hip.
Baron Awesome puffed up his feathers proudly and said, Meep, 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 went Rainbow Dash's alarm. After a few failed attempts to find the button, she groggily turned off the loud buzzing. What a dream. I'm never eating expired food ever again.
This was a lie.
Then Baron Awesome, agitated by the alarm, shrieked and attacked Rainbow Dash. All in all, it wasn't the way he liked to get started in the morning. End of part 2. Thank you. This has been Fair Feathered Friends by Darth Bobcat. I'm Thankful, and I'll see you next time.